Good afternoon, everyone. I did not plan on making a video this early, but I went to a garden center with my wife, and they asked me to wear a mask because they said it was company policy. You have to wear a mask at an outside garden center. Understand this. People are going to make comments about, well, you can still be next to each other. You're in an outside garden center. Do you understand the concept of that? That you're outside. I refuse to wear my mask. I'm in my truck. And that's how it's going to be. Now again, I don't mind wearing masks in certain situation or putting it on in certain situation. I keep a mask with me at all times. I'm not 100% anti-mask. If I am next to someone who is elderly or disabled or looks like they're having a rough condition, especially if they're elderly, because we know that's the most susceptible. Well, so far, science could change, or scientists can change. I will put my mask on. I don't have a problem with that. But if I'm by myself in the wide air, beautiful open air with nobody around me, you want me to wear a mask? I don't think so. No. See, people say it's just a small thing. Do you not care? No, the reason I don't wear my mask is because I care. I care about your free will. I care about my free will. I care about the ability to live as a human being without dictatorship, tyranny, paranoia, control freaks out there in this world. And government officials who have so blinded you with things. You're following the science. Which science? I have to ask you that. Which science? The one you got off of Twitter? Facebook? The one you got from Dr. Fauci that change back, change again, Burke, change back, change. CDC, change. By the way, CDC says it's recommended to wear a mask, not required. Now, I'll go back on this, see if they change the wording again. You know what protects me? And I know people go, oh, you are so arrogant. This protects me. King James Bible. The Bible protects me. And I'm not saying never go to a hospital. I'm not going to get a whole other thing. I've talked about that, but I'll get to another point. But really, at the end of the day, you're in the open air and you're wearing a mask. You have been so conditioned and brainwashed to give up your free will. No one who bows down to this can ever tell me that they can make their own decisions. You have clearly pointed out to everyone in the world and anyone you know that you can't, that you don't have the ability. You have no strength and power to do so. You have none. You've given everything up. But if you care, then you'll do it. If you love people, you'll do it. But you don't. At the end of the day, you don't. Not at all. Not at all. If you cared, you teach people to understand the truth. And you teach people to not live in fear their entire lives of anything and any small thing that could happen. So you'll trust government on some things, but not others. You trust government if it fits your narrative. And if it doesn't fit your narrative and what you believe, then you don't believe them. You have to look within yourself. If you want to wear a mask, go for it. You have the right. Or do you have just a privilege? Or has the government given you a privilege and not a right? Think about that for a moment, because I believe you had rights. Definitely had rights in the government before the 1780s. And then when we got to the 1800s, basically, they took away your rights and started implementing privileges. So stand up for your right to have free will, to decide for yourself what's best for you. And if you want to wear a mask, I'll never put you down for it. I think it's foolish to wear one in the middle of the woods. I think it's foolish to wear one in your car while you're driving down the road. But I have no problem with you being in a location and putting on a mask if you want to. I'm not offended. I'm not hurt. I'm not going to call you a weirdo. Oh, look at that guy. He's wearing a mask, a weirdo. And by the way, do you remember when we used to make fun of the Chinese people for wearing it? Oh, please, don't pretend you didn't. You're like, man, I wouldn't want to live in a country like that, because I've known many people. We talked about this years ago. Man, thankfully we live in America where we don't have to wear masks like that. Yeah, now you're wearing them. So keep that in mind. Do you want your free will? Do you want to make decisions for yourself in the future? If you think this is just one example, this is one moment in time, wrong. There's going to be more. And maybe I'll be banned from every place I ever go eventually. So be it. But I'd rather be banned for standing up for who I am and my beliefs and living for freedom and choosing a free will to live healthy and happy, not trapped and depressed where they want you to be eventually. Bow down to them. Not God. Bow down to the government and man. That's what they want. Thank you for tuning into this video. And as always, God bless. I love you. And be careful out there.